Hey guys, it's Christy with Sun 10 Lotus Tarot, and I just wanted to come to you really quick with this video. It's super spontaneous and sorry about the way I look. I'm still okay. I work midnight turn, and so this is my morning-ish and getting ready to go to work again. So I'm gonna get this video out as quick as I can. But when I feel this energy, it's like boom, I gotta get it out. So forgive. Bad lighting and no makeup and whatever, and I keep forgetting that I don't have to whisper anyways. So I hope you're having a great day. And some things while I was meditating today that came out for me is I don't know if you want to call it like an epiphany or a just channeled messages that I've been getting lately that I just can't ignore, right? And I've been trying to push him back or block him out or transmute him in a way that makes me feel a little bit better. But guess what? That's another form of numbing when you're trying to be so whatever that it's you're literally ignoring the actual message that you're supposed to receive, right? That's not listening to our intuition. It's another form of numbing, basically numbing out the feelings, the messages, the channeling that I don't like to get, and not giving messages the way I should. And so right here, right now, I'm gonna stop doing that, and here's why. People that I channel messages for, the people who are my collective, I don't know who you are, but you must be special people. I'm just saying. I only got 19 of you, but you're all special. I know it. I feel it. The energy that I get when I'm channeling is powerful, is the best way to describe it. It's the messages that I'm channeling are for powerful people, and that could be on a spiritual level, that could be on a physical plane, the 3D right here, right now. You might be somebody important. You might be somebody who has always been, let me tell you about divinity. I don't know what's going on. I sound a little nasally and I apologize again, but divinity comes in weird ways, right? And you might be sitting here watching this video right now and say to yourself, I'm nobody special, so this message must not be for me. Listen, everybody's on a different part of their journey, their path, their existence in this world, right? And so just because what you may be experiencing at this time does not live up to your standard or your idea or your perspective of your own inner being as being somebody divine, I want you to recognize that divine people take divine paths that incur a lot of different stages of that growth and that evolution and that process of transformation. So if you're in a valley at this point in time, if you're in a harsh terrain at this time, that doesn't mean that you're somebody not of divinity. It's been my experience that anybody who goes through rapid, and doesn't even have to be rapid, it could be super slow, the evolution and the transformation and the transition and transfiguration of transcending, can be very slow or very rapid. But one thing that I find that's in common is that it just doesn't come without struggle. It doesn't come without rocky terrain. It doesn't come without moving mountains. It doesn't come without hard work. It doesn't come without learning. It doesn't come without a little bit of isolation at times, or feeling, even if you're not isolated, you could be completely surrounded by people, but have always felt alone. You know, like that possibly nobody has ever really known who you are at a core soul level. You know what I mean? And so that could have looked a lot of different ways for you throughout your life path. It could have looked like you could have been the outcast. You could have been somebody who never really quite fit in. You may have had a whole shit ton of friends, but maybe only one or two that really knew you well, or got you, or made you feel like you belonged in some way. You may have been tested a lot in your life, and usually people of divinity are in some way, you know, a lot of ways tested to see if you're capable of that transformation. Are you capable of recognizing the signs? Are you capable of learning the lessons it takes in order to grow? And so if you're an old soul and you've done this many lifetimes, you know, you may be on a certain path that you still haven't learned a lot of lessons, you know, and you're on that lesson learning time frame right now, or you're on that karmic debt. You know, you're paying off karmic debt, right, from past lives of bad decision making and bad choices, and not learning the lessons, right? And like I said, karma is one of those things we can't escape. We might not see it. It might not be immediate, but we can't escape it. We'll find it, you know, if not in this lifetime, next lifetime, you know, and we keep repeating cycles until we learn the lesson, right? So your childhood or your younger years could have looked a lot like you were the brat, the scapegoat, the outcast, the black sheep. You felt like people gravitated towards you, possibly, but ultimately that gravitation towards you was in some way to poke you or prod you or challenge you or question you or sabotage you, you know, or hate on you, or make you feel less than, or make you feel smaller than, or make you feel not enough, you know? It's like people gravitated towards your divinity, right? That's what I like to call it, is that your differences, your ability to stand out without even trying. It's not like that's your goal in life, is to stand out. Like, especially if you're an introvert like me, it's like my goal is to like hide, you know, like hide in the crowd. Like, I just don't want to be noticed. You know what I mean? And so if you're an introvert, you could have felt like even when you were trying to hide, it was like you couldn't. You know what I mean? And so, but that never got you the right kind of attention, if that makes sense. So like the attention could have been like, she's the weirdo, he's the brat, he's the he gets his way all the time, he's a crybaby, she's a clout chaser. I don't know, any adverb or adjective that you can attach, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it was negative attention. Like if somebody noticed you, they wanted to knock you off your block. You know what I mean? It was never, you never felt a gravitation of actual love or support, possibly even. I feel like whatever part of the path of your own divinity that you're on at this point in time, I want you to understand and recognize that no divine being goes without struggle or strife or rebellion you know. You could have been labeled as the rebel, you know, the person who goes against the grain, who doesn't listen to the status quo, who won't be, you could have been even like a little bit against authority, you know what I mean, in some way. So maybe you did terrible in school because you just couldn't focus long enough to consider that there is a chain of command, you know what I mean. And this could go into our adult years, right? That rebellion, that inability to really have too much authority over us, you know what I mean. And it's always because our soul mission was to stand out in some way, do something bigger, know something more, do something more, change the world in some way, change humanitarian, you know, humanity in some way, you know, as in humanitarianism work. How about I can't speak today? I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just trying to get these out and I'm like super excited about it. Sorry. So I want you to not discount anything that you're going through at this time or in the future to come as being like the indicator that you're not a divine being, because damn it, you don't realize how all those little pieces of that puzzle, right? Those little pieces fit perfectly into your story of your transformation, of your transition, of your transfiguration, of your ascension process, right? And we're all on different levels. We're all on different stages. We all have different lessons to learn. We all have different devils. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that for real, because anybody of a divine path or purpose in life, thank you, Spirit, that ain't the Diet Coke. Just saying. But anyway, anybody on any kind of a divine mission, right? And this can come in a lot of forms. I don't know if it's, you know, sports. I don't know if it's like music. You know, music changes lives. I don't know if it's business, you know, or social work, or it's whatever it is, you know, and maybe you don't know what your divine purpose is right now, but I want you to understand that every piece of your puzzle matters. And if it's a hard time for you right now, if you're going through something that feels like, oh my God, you know, like I can't take another thing going wrong. I want you to understand that anybody of divinity is going to have a lot of shit. They're going to have a hell of a story to tell you about their life. You know, it's not going to be like, oh, you know, like life was pretty simple for me and I just, you know, moved through life pretty gracefully and nothing really happened, nothing bad, you know what I mean? Like, no, they're going to have a story where people are going to be like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Is that the truth? Like, I don't think that could be true. You had to do that. You went through this. I'm so sorry to hear that you had to do this and lose that and go through this struggle. Or, holy moly, it seems like people were out to get you. You know what I mean? And the thing is that when we are on a divine path, that's exactly what it's like. You know, there's for every level, there's new devils. And that's the truth. So these channeled messages that I've been getting lately are, I've even had to learn Spanish, you know, in order to be able to interpret some of them because I'm channeling a lot of foreign messages, which is new for me. I don't know, like, so anyways, so, yeah, getting a lot of different languages, but the biggest indicator of the messages that I'm receiving are, the best way I can put this is that I don't want you to discount or sleep on the idea that anybody close to you, anybody in your camp, right? Anybody in your camp, the people, sometimes they're your ride or dies, sometimes they're your closest peeps, you know, sometimes they're your trusted people, your most trusted people, you know. And I don't know who those people are for you, but we always put when we love people, and I mean like on a friend level, on a romantic level, on a work life relationship level, whatever it is, I just want you to understand that nobody, when you're divine, there's nobody who can be discounted from feeling some kind of way about you, even if they try to hide it. And what I'm getting in these channeled messages are like we're talking like Selena style, you know, somebody in your camp is not for you. And I don't know what that means, you know, and it's about evaluation. It's about like, where are you putting your trust and your focus and your I don't know, some of your most trusted stuff, you know, like, I don't know, maybe you're a business person and you put a whole lot of trust into an assistant or a co-worker or a manager or somebody that's overseeing a lot of your stuff, you know, and being somebody of an entrepreneurial spirit, you know, myself, I have a lot of compassion for anybody who is in that realm of work, you know, because I know, and I ain't shit, P.S., when it comes to entrepreneurship, but I can tell you the amount of time, effort, energy, work, focus, strategy, love, attention, time, money, you know, investment that goes into your ability to trust and manage the people that you allow and that you have entrusted, best word, that you have entrusted your most precious things, ideas, information, you know, your personal information, your things that maybe in charge of your finances, in charge of your payroll, in charge of your assets in some way. I'm getting that somebody in your camp is not on your side, on your team, on your it's like they're creating an illusion for you in some way, and you're not seeing it. And here's why. Because if you're somebody that has a lot of responsibilities, possibly in a company or in a even in your life in some way, if you're just busy, maybe you're just a busy person, somebody in your camp is not for you. Something's being done in the dark that is shady, you know, to say the least. And it's like, I'm getting it in the matters of finance, in the matters of investment, and in the matters of your personal persona, like trying to taint that in some way, who you are, what you stand for. It's like they're creating, because you've entrusted them you've entrusted them with your most sacred stuff, you know, your personal information, your personal thoughts, your personal ideas, your personal banking even, you know, in some way. And it's like somebody's taking from the top, somebody's hiding, somebody's moving things around, somebody's creating illusions around who you are in order to make you look a certain way. It's like they're creating illusions for others to see you in a way that they want others to see you, which is negatively. You know, it's like there's something within you that they see, that they envy, you know, because, you know, we can be jealous, but envy is a whole different ball game. You know, envy is like it's more twisted, to be honest. It's because they want your life, they want your stuff, they want your hard work, they want your life, you know, in some way, or they want to take it over, or they want to perceive, you know, have others perceive you in a way that maybe would make them look at them instead of you, or something. These messages are just crazy. Like, some of your most trusted people can become your biggest threats to who you are, or to your okayness, or your mental health, or your financial health, your financial wealth. You know, I have this soft spot for anybody who's an entrepreneur, anybody who's a business owner, anybody who is who's done the work in order to build something. And this could be even building, I don't know, a life, a marriage, a commitment. This could, you know, range in many different ways. When people are envious of what it is that you have, they will do whatever they can to destroy it. They'll create holes in your boat. We talked about that before. They will, you know, spread lies, gossip, rumors to make you look a certain way. They will twist truths the way that makes you look bad instead of the truth, you know, the actual truth. And so I just want you to be cognizant of your camp, because somebody in your camp is not for you. Selena, you know, biggest example that you know, somebody closest to her killed her, you know what I mean? And I don't mean for anybody to be afraid about anything like that, but I just want you to know, and also like Nimsy Hussle, like I didn't even know who that was. I didn't even know, I don't know who that was. And I Googled, you know, and so I started to like look up what's the deal with him. Well, somebody in his friendship group, you know, betrayed him. And so all these messages that I'm getting are about like being aware that if you have talent, if you have something of worth, and I mean, we all have things of worth, and that could be who we are as a person. You know, maybe we're a super loving person and that's what we have to give. And maybe somebody wants to make you look like you're not a loving, giving person. Maybe you have a really great relationship with somebody and somebody wants to mess that up in some way. Or maybe you have a business that somebody wishes was theirs and they want to do what they can to take from the top, or put money aside and do their own little thing with your money, because somehow they feel entitled because they know you, or they're your friend, or they're somebody special in your company. I don't know, but I just feel like there's a lot of cutthroat shit going on in this world right now, and we have to be aware of it. We can't pretend it doesn't exist, or that we're not. We haven't always known that there's something within us, you know, especially somebody of a higher calling in life. And I don't know what that higher calling in life is for you, but it's like, I want you to pay attention to those that you're trusting at this time. It's not about paranoia. It's about learning lessons, you know, lessons from that reference book of the past, where maybe in the past you may have been a little naive and trusting in some manner, in some way, with people that didn't deserve that kind of trust, or they didn't deserve to be on that level with you. You know, every level you go through, you're going to start to realize that there's less and less people from your past involved in the future. And the reason for that is because at every level, there's different devils, and those devils come out at different levels. And we begin to piece together some sabotage, some things that weren't healthy for us, where we need to put up better boundaries, where we need to learn from a past lesson, you know, like, so you're learning new levels of ascension at this time. And with those levels come new devils. And I just want you to be aware of your camp and the importance of knowing who's somebody in your camp that is for you, and somebody who's being against you. And this is hard truths, yo. You know, like, like, okay, this is hard truth time. This is swallow the pill time. This is gonna be no, I gotta be honest, this is gonna be no it's gonna be no different than you going through your entire life, because I don't care what level you were on. If you were destined for greatness, you've been dealing with this since you were a kid in some way, shape, or form. And we'll go into one of them videos later, but it's like, you know, from your childhood, you know, things have been sent your way to test you. If you're an old soul and you have a divine purpose, and you're on your path in some way, or you're trying to get towards your path, or you're headed in the direction of your path, because as soon as you start to head on the right path, something tries to knock you off. And so I just want you to be aware at this level of the new devil coming in, of devils coming at you in every direction. And like I said, this is not going to be anything. I think this level that I'm channeling at this time for my collective is that these devils that are coming at you, and the things that are going to be exposed at this time, because of the planetary alignments, because of you know, the portals and everything like that, these new devils are going to be hard truths. You know, somebody in your camp, somebody close to home, somebody who's supposed to be on your side, somebody you would never suspect, you know, or you couldn't even wrap your head around the idea of it. And I just want you to start to pay attention to things you didn't pay attention to before, because you're too busy, because you're too focused, because you have given away so much of your power to people that you trusted in some way. And get a little more focused on spending time investigating, evaluating, and staying quiet in that process. Because in order to do that, in order to really learn, we have to listen and see and feel what's going on around us, and take the time to notice, you know, notice things, listen to our intuition. Even when we want to do this grand thing of trust, which is an amazing, amazing quality to just give away. And it's what we should do, right? We should trust people. We should be able to. And if you're somebody of divinity or a higher purpose, it's like, that just seems like the natural, pretty much, you give what you get, right? So if you know you're a loyal and trustworthy and honest person, then you just give that kind of trust to others and hope for the best. And it's not even that you hope for the best, you just let it go. You internalize the idea that you're hoping everyone's kind of like you know, that they're trustworthy. And at this new level of ascension for my collective, I'm feeling that this is going to open your eyes to some things that you just didn't even realize or could wrap your head around, because it's just so bizarre, you know. But it's another thing to add to that creative story of yours, because I mean, shit, I bet your story is amazing. And I, like, if you feel like sharing anything, of your past devils in any way, you know, like go ahead and put that in the comments, and I would love to hear some of the wonderful stories, because it's like the things that we've gone through in this life and probably past lives in order to have paid off all the crappy karma we went through, right? The karma that we built up and all that debt that we had to pay off in order to ascend, right? I bet it's some fantastic stories behind that new transformation that you're building for yourself, that new ascension, that new you, that new story, that grand story that is here to be shared, to help other people in the world, you know, to change, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to seek a higher existence, you know, a higher vibration, a better way of being, a better way of living, a better way of exuding your energy in order to help others, right? So I hope that this has helped you in some way. I don't know what's going on, but you're the high priestess of love. Could be talking to some Cancers, Pisces, Scorpios in the matter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Maybe your North Node is in a, you know, water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Obedience is in the reverse. And it's like, the way that I feel this is that you've always been a little rebel. You little rebel. I love rebels. I love me some rebels. And I'm not talking about bad boys like, you know, like fuck boys or anything like that. I'm talking about rebels. Like, you rebel against the injustices in life, you know, like, and you want to help people, and you want people to grow, and you want people to learn, and you want to share in order to allow others to be helped, you know. That's the way. It's like you're a little bit of a rebel. You do things not always by the book in order to help people. You know, you're creating a movement. It's a legacy. You know what I'm saying? And in order to be somebody who changes anything in this world, you gotta be a little bit of a rebel, you know, because you can't listen to the noise. You can't let the devils knock you off your throne, you know. You can't allow the things that come at you. You need to transmute that shit, shift it, find ways to learn from it, find ways to grow from it, you know. Embrace those battles in your life that you've won or that you lost and you really learned in the matter, you know. Whatever it is, it's all for you, and you have a choice in the matter. Are you gonna pay attention, be a little disobedient in the matter, and figure out what's going on around you? But something in your camp is up, and just keep your eyes peeled, your ears open. I don't know what that is for you. I really don't, but I really feel like it's in the realm of your persona, your personal information in some way is being utilized, like identity theft, possibly people making fake accounts in your name with your pictures and your content and making it look like it's you, and they're doing it and twisting it into a negative way. Do you know what I mean? So like, maybe you posted something that was like, I love books. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Listen. Okay. I love books. And then somebody takes your picture, creates an account, makes it look like it's your account, right? And the photo of your content, your face, your mouth saying, I love books, now says, I love nude women books. Just an example. What I'm saying is that they're trying to take who you are, your content, your ideas, you're this like person who's just like, beep, I'm just loving people, I just want to help people, I'm trying to grow people, and they twist it and make it look like you're somebody who's negative or trying to hurt other people or trying to fake who you are in some way, or that you have all these secrets hidden that you know what I'm saying, and they're utilizing your name in order to reach out to people, to solicit people for money. They're asking people to open up accounts in your name. Like, it's just crazy shit, like crazy financial shit with your name, your business, your ideas, your content, your face, you know, your reputation on the line. So pay attention to your camp, because somebody in the camp ain't worthy to be there. Just saying. This could also be people reaching out. Say you're in a relationship. Listen to this one. Say you're in a relationship or you have a friendship or something like this, okay? And there's somebody posing as you, right? Your face, like your pictures, they take and cut, paste, whatever, blah, blah. And I'm so technologically retarded that I don't even know how they do this kind of stuff, but it happens. So they're making an account in your name. Say you have a little, I don't know, side business. They're making an account in your name with your pictures, your photos, and they're pretending to give services that you provide, and they're soliciting people in your friends list. So this not only makes you look like, A, that you're a scam artist, but B, that you also are like scamming your own friends and family and people that you love and care about. You know what I mean? So somebody close to you who has the ability to have your information, your pictures, your identity stuff, like or access to your home or access to your stuff, your personal stuff, are using it against you in some way. Please be aware of it. This was a really weird video, and I'm super tired looking and everything, and I gotta get ready for work, so I gotta go. But I hope that this has helped you in some way, and I'll be talking to you soon. Have a great